I'm going to see if I can get through this without getting rained on. I'm about ready to plant my very expensive, very valuable Sarpo Mira potatoes. And because they are somewhat rare here in the United States, I'm taking precautions and I'm going to be planting them in these containers, these pots. They're about a 5-gallon, 6-gallon container. I don't know the exact measurement, but if I plant 1 potato per pot, we should be okay. Now, these potatoes have been sitting on the windowsill in a shed for several weeks, actually closer to more than a month and a half. And they have chit. This is this sprout here. That's called a chit. And that is where the plant will grow from. I have removed chits from each of these potatoes and planted them in little pots here. So these are Sarpo Mira chits that are rooting in growing medium. There's a very, very small one there and a very, very small one there, but 4 of them look really, really good. So that is how I am doubling my plants. So what I'm planning to do is I've got about 4 inches more or less of potting mix, and I've began mixing some of that with the black cow, and the plan here is to just nestle. You see there's actually another chit forming there and there. So the plan here is to just nestle the potatoes down into the center of the pots. They'll go down maybe about an inch, maybe just a little bit more. And then I will cover lightly with some additional growing medium. Now, in addition to that, before I actually settle them down for their garden nap, and if I can open this bag, I picked up some vegetable and plant food. Now, if you notice, this is 3 nitrogen, 5, I think it's phosphate, and then phosphorus or potassium, NPK. So you want lower nitrogen, higher phosphorus for potatoes and tomatoes. So I'm not going to put much. Hang on there. Look out there for a while. I'll get this package open. I'm not going to put much of this. Maybe a 1/4 cup. And I'm going to sprinkle it around and mix it in each one of these. Like I say, maybe a 1/4 cup. So once we're done here, we wait. And then as the potato plants grow, I will add more and more compost soil mix until we reach, the plants grow to the top of the planter. There we go, that's done. Until the plants grow to the top of the planter, and then I will probably put wood chip on top of that. And these are going to stay close to the house, where I will water them on a more or less regular basis.
Now I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull a little bit of soil away so that they're a little lower than the top of the soil, and just set them in. That's it. This is not very hard to do, and I normally don't go to these elaborate ends planting my potatoes because, well, they're potatoes and they're easy to grow in the ground or in pots. But what I want with these, because they are so expensive and so limited in supply here in the United States, I want to get the best yield I can from them with the least pest or insect damage, any of that. So, because then next year, in the fall, I will have my seed potato for the following year. Naturally, we'll try some, of course, but these are my starters. This is where we're going to start. Now, the Sarpo Mira, explain the reason why I'm so interested in the Sarpo Mira is because they are, according to my friends in the UK, which I did not get these from the UK. These came from a grower here in the United States. And I'm not getting paid to do any of this. Not from ProMix, because that's what I'm using here, ProMix. Not from Black Cow, which is the manure additive. And not from the seed potato supplier. So here I have a dry mix. This hasn't been wetted down yet. A dry mix of both the ProMix and the Black Cow. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a light sprinkling over top. That's it. Just a light sprinkling over top. And then we'll give these a spray with the hose, just to dampen them. And because the weather is a little iffy up here in PA right now, I may even put these in the basement, except on nice sunny days. So wish me luck, everybody. Those are the Sarpo Miras going in plant pots. And we've got lots more. These are potatoes in pots. And that's my basil, oregano, more basil. These, this is a whole tray of apple tree seeds. And this is all my chamomile, 2 different varieties of chamomile. And we've got spearmint over there. And over here we've got a dwarf burning bush. We've got thornless blackberries. We have an apple tree that I grew from seed over the winter, and there's 2 other small ones. Some Montauk daisies, some apple trees from last year. And then over here, these are some peach trees. I started from peach pits. In fact, they could go up here now. One of these got damaged. The top broke off. It may come back. But some strawberries I saved from weeding. These are red currants. So what's amazing about gardening is there's no limitation. What you see here are red currant bush prunings, and they're in pots, hoping that they'll root.
But yeah, you can, one person can grow more plants than you'll ever need. Like right here, these are canna lilies. It's a variety called Tropicana. It's time for them to go in the ground. Wishing you all the best. See, the dogwood's in bloom, and the lilac. Trees are all starting to green up. Hoping and praying we no longer will see any more frost. So head out to your gardens. Dig something up. Divide it. Make 2 plants out of 1. Share with a friend. May you have a blessed day. Walter out.